all this setup for such beautiful things, and also laser. There's just so much beauty in lasers. Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more FTB NeoTech. You all remember in the last video, we got ourselves our steam quarry. It's going pretty well. Still haven't needed to replace the drills yet, and we got a lot of items. And thanks to all our endeavors in the last video. Actually, wait, was last video the steam quarry, or was it the video after? No, I think it was in the last video, yeah. Well, either way, in the last video, we managed to get ourselves to the LV age, which means in this age, we will be able to start accumulating power. And that's what I want to do this episode. So for us to get power, we're going to need this baby right here called the steam turbine, which, unlike other turbines, I don't think this is a multi-block. It should just be its own one-off thing. So for us to actually make this, we are going to need a few things. Now, I should still have some tin cables in here, so that part won't be a problem. So the only problem is going to be the motors and these tin rotors, which the tin rotors are made just like all the other rotors I've made in the past, so those ones are pretty good. But what about these motors? We've never touched these before. Actually, they're also made from cables and rods, and I don't even know what this is. Huh. Redstone's used for magnets. That's pretty neat. But none of this even matters, because we can actually get it from villager trades. And I believe both of my villagers should actually have it. Yeah, they do. Okay, so I can just go ahead and buy those things. So then I'm just gonna need to go ahead and get all my tin stuff for this, and then we can go ahead and get our motors, and then we can go ahead and make this thing.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Alrighty, that didn't take very long, so now we have ourselves our steam turbine. There we go. Now, according to this thing's quest line, apparently I'd need, like, at least 2 of these steel boilers right here. So I actually made another one, which was also a quest line off screen. So yeah, now we got 2 of these things. So what should then be what happens is, should just connect this to Steam. Okay, so I decided to readjust all my stuff just because I really was just running out of space in this room. Really, I don't think that all my stuff's gonna be in here much longer. Gonna be entirely honest, I'm probably gonna have to start rearranging some stuff around, but this should be fine for the meantime. So now what we can go ahead and do is we should just be able to click this side right here, and there we go. We've got our first bit of our new power called EU, which if I remember correctly, 1 millibucket of steam should be equivalent to 1 EU. So it's all a 1-to-1 ratio, which is really good. Oh, but there's no little spinning animation. The next thing that we want to make is going to be this thing right here called the assembler. For us to get this, it's a lot of techno stuff. So for us to make this, we need another basic machine hull. We need 4 of these robot arms, which take a whole lot of new stuff. It's gonna be a piston too. That's gonna be a lot of steel. Ugh. A lot more of these analog circuits. I can just buy those, and then a conveyor, which just takes stuff I can buy, and tin cable. Okay, all that's mostly easy. Hopefully it's not gonna be too difficult. We should be fine.
Later.
Alright, so this was a little bit more annoying than I expected it to be, but here we go. Now we have ourselves the assembler. So now, by connecting this cable here, and then I should be able to connect it like this, because this is a tin cable, which should be a power one. So I just need to find out how to connect this. Does it actually exclusively have to be from this side, maybe? Aha! It does! Which means I need to turn this thing around. Okay, well that's not a problem. Just need to get the proper equipment for that. So it should just be like that. There we go. Oh! Now it's spinning. Oh, it spins when it's actually generating power, when it's full. Oh, okay. So now we can go ahead and put that there. Slap this baby on the back, and Yeah, that should be the input. So if it'll just connect. Oh, I need to put it out. What? That's so weird. Okay, but here we go. Now we have ourselves the assembler. Now, with this assembler, it's a little bit of a cheeky thing. It lets us use an alternate way of crafting. It's not really auto-crafting, but it's a step in the right direction to it. After this is something that I've been wanting to get for a bit. The Atomic Reconstructor. It's a very, very cheeky little thing. It's very useful. And the ingredients for it are mostly not that hard as I understand it. I'm a little confused on some of them, but for right now this should be fine. But the biggest thing throughout most of them is... Oh wait, this one's exclusively treated sticks. I haven't gotten treated wood. I mean, I have the creosote oil, so that's fine, but like... Huh, that's mildly annoying. The biggest thing throughout this, though, is that in both of these things, we have this stuff called black quartz. I haven't found any black quartz ore, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it. It says it can be bartered from piglins, but I kind of want that to be my last resort because I really don't like dealing with piglins. What I should instead try to do is we can go ahead and plop some coal into my drill. And I'm going to try and go look for the ore itself, just to see if we can actually find it. And this will actually give me a chance to finally show something off that I've been wanting to show y'all for a while now. I've just never had the opportunity to do it. It would just felt out of place. So, if we go over into here, there is a chasm somewhere around the water down here that I've been mining in. And for those of you who are perceptive, you may have noticed that my oxygen down there is not running out. That is because I managed to find this thing called the Ocean Amulet in one of the chests in my home. It's a very useful thing. We can't actually make it yet. Actually, we could make it once we got the Reconstructor. But it basically does this. It makes it so that way I do not run out of oxygen. So, now that we have such power, we can go ahead and explore the ocean floors like this and look for all sorts of ores that could be very useful. Black quartz! There we go!
You get the idea.
Alrighty, I managed to get the iron casing with the black quartz, and I also got the steel arch plate. So the last thing we need here is just this lens, which takes diamond plate, which fortunately, I do have that, but I'm lucky I had that, because I only had it through freaking quest reward I didn't collect earlier. Like, I'm pretty sure it was this one, yeah. We only got 2 of them from this. I am so lucky. I'm pretty sure that another one of these has a normal diamond as well, but I'm just not collecting the quest rewards just yet for personal reasons. But we will solve that whenever we solve the problem. So, now we have these guys right here, all ready and raring to go. But there's still one more ingredient that we're gonna need that we do not yet have. So if we look in here, it's this fluid that is called molten redstone. Wait, why did I say I don't have it? I'm an idiot, because I made it earlier. All you need to do is just put some redstone into a steam blast furnace, and you get it. Now that being said, for this you do need one of them to be a steel hatch, so I just put the input to be a steel one and then it'll be activated. So, yeah, now we got that ready, so I just need to go ahead, grab this bucket right here. That should be another quest line right there. But now we should just be able to pour this into here. Yes. Look at it go. We didn't actually need a whole bucket for this thing to work, but we did need it for the quest line and also to get it in there in the first place. And now it slowly fills up. What are the rest of these things, though? It looks like this thing can be upgraded in some way, but I'm not entirely sure. But now we have ourselves our Atomic Reconstructor. So now we can go ahead and... Whoa! So many menus came up at once. So this thing needs power and redstone. Very interesting. So then, if I need it to be placed in front, I can't well use it like this, can I? So, I don't know if that'll keep in the tank or what, but no, tank's gone. And it can only connect through that one side. That's such an annoying function. Yeah, and then the wire still doesn't connect, so... yeah, still don't like that function. Oh, there we go. Okay, we just throw it over to here, and now it should work. So... I just started to buzz. Oh, dude, that's so sick. Okay, wait. I need to look at this. What can I use that should make this work? Couple things. I could use a diamond. Ooh, rotten flesh. Rotten flesh. I can use rotten flesh. Okay, go ahead and just throw this over here. What? I'm sorry. Did it just turn my sand into soul sand? I'm so confused. Okay, hold a redstone torch to toggle. Oh, wait. Oh. I get it. So this is the controller for it, but it's not the... I don't just use it like that unless I set it to it like this. That is interesting. But it didn't work with this thing when I put it in front. Maybe that was because there were two of them? Hang on, let's put it to deactivation again. Okay. It may have been because there were two of them then. That is very interesting, but I'm noticing the problem here though, that this is just gonna turn my sand into soul sand. Well then, what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to get rid of all the sand in the immediate area and convert it into sandstone. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look up specifically what this thing does, and then I'll be right back with more information.
5 minutes later.
I've learned a few things. This thing can actually have a lens to it. And what that lens does is it'll actually convert some stones into ores. But it has this thing called a weight, which I don't entirely understand yet. But it's still going to be real important because with weight 1, we can make ancient debris. And that's pretty cool. We can make diamond ore. That's how we get force gems. Ah, that's how it's gonna be done. Okay, I get that now. But yeah, no, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of different things that we can make from this. Okay, that's cool. So how do we make the lens of the miner? It takes just the normal lens, so I'd need to make another one of those. Some more steel. There's the kicker. There it is, the netherite pickaxe. Oh, I can't even make netherite in the normal way. Wait, this would take an EFB? Electrical blast furnace, okay. Okay, here's the thing. I vaguely remember seeing a netherite pickaxe when I was in the nether with the chests near the bastion. I don't know for certain, though. I'm gonna check real quick, but if not... that is slightly disappointed, but I mean, if it is there, then, you know, we've got infinite netherite now. On, like, what is this? Episode 6? 5? 5 or 6. So, definitely pretty early. Though, actually, now that I think about it, might be late by some people's standards. Why is it dark out? What? What? Why are there... Mr. Villager, sir? Your llamas are having problems. I'm gonna go to the nether now. You have fun. Goodbye. If we go ahead and check through here... yeah, there is a smithing upgrade. So that's not a problem. And we have some ancient debris. But I'm not seeing an actual pick. Definitely not what we wanted. But, I mean, you know, that's fine. So, I guess then, how much would it take for me to actually do this properly? Here's what I'm gonna try to do. Actually, wait. I can't even do this yet anyways, because I just realized I'd still need a diamond pick. And I don't have that many diamonds, so that's... yeah, that's not happening. At least not yet, but still, that is something to look forward to. As unfortunate as the kit is, we can't do that right now, but that is still pretty good. And I mean, we do need to do that soon, Because once we actually do that, the most important thing out of all of that, get out of my doorway. Dude, why are you still here? The most important thing out of all of that is actually going to be the force gems, though. And the reason for that is actually very, very special. So the fun thing about the force gems is you can make something called force ingots. Now, this is used for all sorts of things throughout Forcecraft, but what we really want is what it can make inside this pressure chamber, which is, of course, the temporal pouch. And actually, another thing in here is this palace crystal, which is something that we can make from lapis in this right now. The rest of it is... I need gas tears and islander. Okay, that thing is gonna be a whole thing for me to gather up, but like, the rest of this is mostly easy stuff. I'd need to get honeycombs, so that would be annoying, but I'd only really need to get one, so that'd be fine. So once we get a pressure chamber and actually manage to get all that going, we're finally going to have a temporal pouch. It's gonna be awesome. All of this set up for such beautiful things, and also laser. There's just so much beauty in lasers. Also, I ended up discovering something. You see this little menu right here? If I shift right click it, it moves the face where the power output will be, so that way I can actually move around where I can put the power on this thing. So by moving it to the bottom of this one instead of the top, we actually can now power this baby by putting it up here. It's a little out of place, sure, but it works well enough. So did you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last NeoTech video where we made the steam drill. Bye-bye!